Hey, what's up everyone, Gurkirat here, back again with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys my manga haul for the month of September 2020. Before we get into these boxes and to show you what manga I've purchased for the month of September, I actually want to let you guys know that I recently became a Right Stuf affiliate. For those of you that may not be familiar with what Right Stuf is, it's basically an online retailer that specializes in anime, manga, and anime merchandise sales. What being a Right Stuf affiliate means is that in the description of my videos, I'll have a link that's an affiliate link that leads to the Right Stuf homepage, and if you choose to buy anything using that link, then I receive a small kickback from the sale, and I receive a small commission, basically is what I'm saying, but there's no extra cost put onto you guys, and it's just a nice way to help the channel out. Alright guys, now let's get to the unboxing and the haul. Almost all of the manga that I've purchased for this haul today actually came from an Indigo sale that sadly recently ended. It went until August 31st, I believe, and at the time of this video coming out, it'll probably be September 1st. So sadly it's already ended, but basically if you don't know what Indigo is, it's the Canadian equivalent of Barnes & Noble. It's a really large bookstore chain in Canada. Basically they were having a manga special sale where it was buy two get the third free. So basically you were getting each volume for 33% off. And I actually was able to stack a 10% coupon on top of the 33% off that I was getting. And I was able to stack another 10% off because I'm a part of their membership program, where you pay about $30 a year and you get 10% off like each thing you buy, whether it's online or in store. And I buy online usually because it's just cheaper generally. And yeah, that's why in this haul I got quite a bit of manga, and I was able to complete two series that I've really been meaning to collect for a while now. Alright, so the first out of the two series that I picked up for this haul today are Real by Takehiko Inoue. The series is both written and illustrated by Takehiko Inoue, and some of you might be familiar with his name as a mangaka. He's also the author of Slam Dunk and Vagabond, which are two series that he's probably more famous for compared to this one. But this is also one of his manga that he's written. And the premise of this is actually kind of unorthodox, as it's about wheelchair basketball. But since I'm a huge fan of Slam Dunk and it's one of my favorite manga series of all time, I'm looking forward to reading more of his works. And I just got this one before getting Vagabond because I've already owned the first 3 volumes for a few years now, and I've just been waiting for them to go on sale. And since I saw the sale happening on Indigo, I was like, I might as well get the rest of the volumes because I'll never collect it otherwise, as I was just waiting for a sale to happen. And I'll get Vagabond eventually as well, but I was just looking forward to getting this one first because I can complete it faster. And for those of you that don't know, this manga's actually come off of hiatus recently, as Vagabond and the other series he's written has actually been on hiatus for a really long time, and so was this one. But he started writing this one again, at least I think a year or so ago now. And he's been releasing chapters, I'd say, somewhat regularly now. And volume 15 actually just recently released in Japan. And it'll take a while for that to get translated and released over here. But I'm looking forward to when that happens because I'll pick it up. And then I'll have a caught-up collection once again. But I'm happy with what I have right now, as I'm caught up with the English release. And this is probably going to be really high on my priority list for to be read. And I look forward to reading it. Anyways, now let's get into the next series. Alright, so the second out of the 2 series that I decided to pick up for this haul today is Berserk by Kentaro Miura. And for those of you that don't know what Berserk is about, it's basically the life of Guts, the Black Swordsman, the character that shows up on a lot of these covers, like this one right here. It's basically about his life and how he has to deal with trials and tribulations, which are caused by him having the mark of the brand on his neck. And I kind of have a difficult time explaining what that is, as you'll probably just have better understanding by reading the manga yourself, as it's one of the best manga out there in my opinion. But there is a lot of gore and just action scenes that are really gruesome. So if that's not your type of thing, then I don't really recommend this manga. But for people that are really into action manga, I do recommend this series, as it's one of my favorite manga out there. And I didn't think that I would like it as much as I did, but I read the Golden Age arc at the beginning of quarantine, and it was just one of my favorite arcs of manga that I've ever read. And I look forward to reading the rest of the series, as now I own it. But honestly, people do say that it gets weaker after the Golden Age arc, but I wanted to see that for myself, if that's actually true. Because people say things online, but you're like, is that really true? You kind of want to find out for yourself. because your tastes might differ from someone else's tastes, even if you both like the same type of manga to begin with. You can always just have a different opinion about the same series. And it's something that I want to decide by reading the series myself. But yeah, all these volumes come shrink wrapped, which is nice. And it's kind of because they have this parental advisory sticker on them. Yeah, there we go, it's in focus. Basically, yeah, you don't really want your little kid getting into the series because it is pretty gruesome and it's not for everybody, basically. But yeah, if you're into action manga, then this is for you probably. It is fairly long now though, so I kind of have to recommend that you wait for a sale to happen, or you find them used for a cheaper price like how I did. Basically, I bought the first 11 or so volumes used on Kijiji, which is the Canadian equivalent of Barnes & Noble. Basically, somebody was selling the first 11 volumes of the Berserk manga for about $3 per book, and in Canada, that's actually a really good deal. You don't really see that type of deal very often, and I just had to jump on it back in the day. But then I had to wait to get the rest of the Golden Age arc, which is up until volume 14, because you kind of can't stop reading during the middle of the Golden Age arc. You have to read all of that to understand what happens in the story to begin with, as is the prologue of it. But yeah, if you have the time and the resources, I do recommend checking this manga out, as it has some of the best art in manga as well. No, he's a very talented artist, but this manga is prone to going on hiatus quite often, and there is the risk that it might never end, so that might make people stay away from it. But a lot of people do think that this is one of the best manga out there, especially if you're into action manga. So I do recommend that people give this a chance at least. Especially the Golden Age arc, I do recommend that everybody read that if you're into action manga. Yeah guys, that was my manga haul for the month of September 2020. Overall, I think I got about 37 volumes, and I'm really happy with what I got, as I was finally able to catch up with two series that I've been meaning to read and catch up on for a while now, as they were just kind of expensive to get if I bought them regular price, so I'm really glad they went on sale recently, and I just have to jump on the opportunity to finally pick them up. The two manga series that I picked up this month are both Seinen Manga. Basically, that's just a demographic that means young adult male. Basically, manga that are written for that demographic, young adults, that also happen to be guys. But that doesn't mean that you have to be in that demographic to read this type of series. If you're interested in it, just check it out. You shouldn't be held down by what demographic you fit into. Just read whatever you want. Please let me know in the comments down below what manga you picked up this month, or what manga you're planning on picking up this month or reading, as I'm really interested in knowing what you guys like reading as well. And if you enjoyed watching this video, then please leave a like, as it really helps the channel out. And also subscribe with notifications on, as then you'll be notified when I post new content. Anyways guys, thank you for watching. Gurkirat out.